Time now for the Portsmouth Army Navy Enduros. They're beginning to roll. They had in practice earlier this afternoon, but Adam, this race is a little bit different from all the other races that we normally run because yes, we're going to have the caution flag now to begin the race, but then once we drop the green, there will be no more yellow flags.
I always like to say this is pace truck driver Glenn Edwards' favorite division because he gets to lead the field to the green flag. And he's going to go and park and put his feet up and enjoy the race like the rest of us. No yellow flags in this division. If a caution comes out, we throw the red flag, freeze the field, get the car into safety, and then send him loose from a standing start wherever the leader is. They line up single file. We go back after it. So it is indeed 30 laps, 30 green flag laps to decide this one. It's round 6 of the season.
Race 6 for this Portsmouth Army Navy Enduros, and they return tonight with one of the closest championship battles on the property. Now, Alex Gay was involved in a major crash last week, and thankfully he's okay. His car was battered, though, and he is not racing tonight. So he did lose the points lead, but it also tightened up now as Tillman Jure has taken over the points lead with a tie between himself and Zach Herdline. Now, at the moment, Tillman Jure has 2 victories, so that's why he is listed as number 1, but tied with him is Zach Herdline, and Zach also has 1 win here in 2026. So it's going to be interesting to watch and see how all this shakes out throughout tonight and the rest of the races. But Adam, it doesn't get any closer than that. Both leaders have 121 points.
Absolutely dead even at the top. One of them is the defending champ. The other one has pretty much been the driver of the season. Tillman Hewer looking for race win number 3. He already has 2. He's the only repeat winner this season. That number 24 machine looking to turn some heads and go back to victory lane for the second time in 7 days. We'll see how it all shakes up. Now, of course, Brian, you mentioned it, no qualifying. So a random pill draw determines this field, and it could very much determine your race right from the get-go.
Absolutely. And speaking of random pill draw, let's take a look at the starting lineup, which is presented by Exterior Source and Bath Source. Chris Goodell, he's the happiest driver here of the bunch because car number 9 will roll from the pole position. To his right side, starting second, will be car number 11. That's Haley Nelson. Alex Floroff in car number 17 will start position number 3. Starting 4th will be Bo Deschamps in car number 21. Row 3 in the 5th position, Zach Herdline in the 32 race car with Danny Franklin in car number 52 firing off in 6th. Row 4 is the 3 of Mikey Chin alongside Ian Moyer in car 73. Starting 9th or inside of row 5 will be Thomas Metzke as we go green flag racing 30 times around, and quickly on the break is going to be Haley Nelson. They're 3 wide behind her as we watch that 21 car take off coming out of turn 2.
Don't take your eye off the former champ, the 2024 division champ, Alex Floroff. That number 17 machine coming to life early. He missed a race earlier this season with mechanical problems. He's just trying to get these wins as they come. That number 17 machine trying to get him after it early on. He's P2 at the moment. Going through turns 1 and 2 and trying to take the fight to young Haley Nelson, who's been close to a race win herself this season. They're headed back to turns 3 and 4. Now Zach Herdline finds himself P3 and Mikey Chin's along with him.
Bo Deschamps is that pink 21 car, quite racy, but now we're getting racy for the lead. Haley Nelson has it. Alex Floroff wants to take it from her. Floroff is there right on the back bumper of Haley Nelson as they rotate back over into turns 3 and 4. The Virginia Beach racer is ready to go. We're talking about Alex Floroff coming out of turn number 4. Behind them, you see the 24, the Jeff Gordon throwback paint scheme. That is Tillman Jure, your point standings leader coming into the race. Behind him is Zach Herdline. They are tied. Remember, whoever finishes ahead of who tonight will break the tie and become point standings leader. Here they come out of turns 3 and 4. The 32 of Herdline. He is trying to hold tight because then he recognizes that Bo Deschamps is trying to take that spot from him as they race back to turns 1 and 2. There you see the 2, that's Ben Crum, as we watch these 3 cars race down the backstretch. 30 laps is the distance in this one. Caution laps, of course, there will be none because if we have a problem, as Adam mentioned, we will drop the red flag. Drivers will stop wherever they are on the racetrack. We'll clean up the incident and then count them down to go back green flag racing. Here comes Ben Crum, the Dale Earnhardt Sr. throwback paint scheme car number 2 on the inside for position number 5, and Ben Crum will take it from Bo Deschamps as they race off a 4.
Single file through the top 5. The best battle on the racetrack is for P2. Haley Nelson has a mirror full of her teammate. That's Mike Chin, who we saw earlier in the U-Car category. Driver 3 had mechanical problems in this race last week, but is looking to rebound here this evening. He's trying to go after the young lady in the number 11 machine, but Haley doing a great job right now playing defense, trying to keep all of her rivals right now at bay.
Indeed, she is. Haley Nelson running a strong race, about half a straightaway behind race leader Alex Floroff, who has really checked out on the rest of the field. Nelson rides second. Behind her is going to be the 3 race car as they race back to turns 3 and 4. That being the driver of Mikey Chin, who started way back in 7th spot, and he is pestering the back bumper of car number 11 lap after lap. Now looks briefly to the inside, tries to make a run on Haley Nelson's, not able to do it quite yet as they race back off of 4 to put 9 laps on the scoreboard of this 30-lap race. And here comes car 3, dives it down into turn number 1, all the way to the bottom of the track. The wheels were almost in the grass going through turns 1 and 2. That's how he went so low. And we got big time problems almost as he almost gets in the back of the Mike Jones, car number 7, who was way off the pace. So Haley Nelson made a hard left, as did car number 3. We're talking about Mikey Chin, who's there once more in turns 1 and 2.
There's certainly no team orders at Bryan Motorsports. Mikey Chin is going after the number 11 machine. Again, this is the battle for second. About 2 seconds off of the race lead with Alex Floroff. Looks like Tillman Hewer has the best seat in the house for this battle. He's watching the teammates go at it and also trying to pad his point standings lead here as they go back into turns 1 and 2. He's 1 position ahead of Zach Herdline. That's 1 point in the championship standings, and he's got the 32 right where he wants him. Again, as they go back to 3 and 4, Chin is underneath the Nelson machine. Just can't quite stay there through the middle.
These cars are so close together. There we go, one more time on the inside again is going to be the Mikey Chin race car versus Haley Nelson, and look who's in the fold. We've got the 24 of Tillman Hewer right there as well as they exit the back straightaway, and we see one car wash way up the racetrack over in turns 3 and 4. High-speed chess match taking shape right now. There's the 52 of Danny Franklin. He's being scored in the 11th position as they race back to turns 1 and 2, minus 1 lap for these Portsmouth Army Navy Enduros. There we see a good battle on the track. That is for second position. Tillman here is trying to take it away from Mikey Chin, who has it. Takes him 3 wide. And look at Tillman here on the high side there at the end of the front straightaway, passing a couple of lap cars. That's getting dicey. 14 laps have been completed. They're going to come by the start-finish line this time to see 15 in the books. That means we're halfway home in the Portsmouth Army Navy Enduros. Everybody's continuing to chase car number 17 of Alex Floroff. Right now, if you're looking at the timing and scoring, we're having a transponder issue with the number 3. Mikey Chin is indeed scored in second spot. Tillman Hewer is being scored in position number 3. Left side of your frame, that is the race leader. He is really having a solid night. We're talking about Alex Floroff in the Bay Custom Auto Dominion contract sponsored race car, up front and running strong here this evening. His lead was about a half a straightaway, and it's almost the same right now, but I'll tell you, the number 3 is closing it, but does he have enough time? We still have 13 laps remaining in this one. At the moment, it's Alex Floroff out front, but Adam, I think the number 3 is trying to close that gap in.
Certainly looks like the 3 is getting closer. Again, we're having transponder issues on the Mikey Chin machine, so can't quite track lap times on him just at the moment. But that gap has certainly shrunk by the visual standpoint down here in turns 1 and 2. Looks like it's about 2 seconds, but we'll keep an eye on that as we see a battle continuing on further back. Battle for P4 on track. Haley Nelson has a mirror full of defending champ Zach Herdline. Ben Crum is in the mix as well. At 11 car, starting to struggle just a little bit here on the long run speed. It looks like the 32 car going the opposite way. He's starting to move forward.
Zach Herdline is trying to close in to the Haley Nelson car, who goes topside of a lapped car. Loses some ground. That opens the door for Herdline to go to the inside. Haley Nelson's fighting back on the high side. This is for P3, and don't count out Ben Crum. He is right there. 3-car battle as they exit turn number 4 at lap number 20. Just 10 more remaining in this one. and Ben Crum briefly thought about taking it 3 wide going into turn number 1. Couldn't quite catch this great battle for position number 3 as they race down the back straightaway. And once more, it is Zach Herdline actually racing for the 4th position between himself and Haley Nelson as they swing by the start-finish line. Ben Crum is there, stuffs it down into turn number 1, makes contact with Haley Nelson. Nelson will go around. They make more contact as Ben Crum gets into the side of car number 11, and we'll see if they're able to continue going. Looks like that's going to be costly for those drivers as the red flag will come out, and that will slow us for the first time, Adam, at lap number 22.
Contact was definitely made there in turn 2. Ben Crum trying to get after it there with the 11 machine. Unfortunately, Haley Nelson goes around. Both drivers have rolled away from the incident, so that's the good news. Doesn't seem to be any major damage to either machine, and both are still running somewhere near the top 5. So we're going to put out the red flag, restack them, and repack them with 22 laps complete.
There you see the spinning car number 11 after he and Ben Crum, or after Haley Nelson and Ben Crum get together. You see the number 2 out of shape going into turn number 1. Tries to keep the car pinned to the bottom of the racetrack. There's the contact between the two. The right bumper getting into the back left of the number 11 car, and then the 11 was spinning. The 2 just couldn't get on the binders, got into the front side of that race car as it had come to a rest, and that puts us under our first red flag of the evening. It flies here at lap number 22 as drivers were mixing it up for the 4th position. So we're going to put all these cars bumper to bumper. Looks like cleanup is going to be really quick, as it was just those 2 cars and they've been able to get things righted. So they're going to lose some ground though. The one driver that did not want to see it had a little more than half a straightaway advantage. That was Alex Floroff. And now he's going to have the number 3 of Mikey Chen, who's being scored in 2nd spot, right on his bumper. So Alex Floroff is going to have to really hit the go button when we do go back green flag racing for these final 8 times around for the Portsmouth Army Navy Enduro. So again, it's Alex Floroff up front. Mikey Chen is being scored in 2nd. 3rd at the moment's Tillman Huer. 4th is going to be Zach Herdline. And then riding in 5th spot, we'll check that, maybe Beau Deschamps in car number 21. So again, we're getting everybody back in position. Race officials looking things over. Timing and scoring is as well, as again, we are red flag here in this Portsmouth Army Navy Enduros. Race number 5 of the evening. Still 2 more to go tonight on this exterior source and bath source evening at the track. Coming up next, we're going to have the Who's Your Driver late models with their 2nd 75-lap contest. And then we have the Who's Your Driver Pro 6s as the road to the 18th annual Hampton Heat 200 continues this evening. So lots of exciting racing still left to go, and we're having some fun. Don't forget, if you're liking what you're seeing with these Enduro race cars, come back and see us next Friday night. Or make that next Saturday night, excuse me. We're going to have our summer day of destruction, 7 o'clock. Again, that is next Saturday evening, June 27th. And Adam, it's going to be a lot of fun. This is only the 2nd time we have done the day of destruction under the lights.
That's right, race fans. If you love everything about the daytime day of destruction, come on out for the night of destruction next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, that event will not be streamed, so you're not going to be able to catch it online. You're going to have to be here in person to enjoy it. All the same things we love about the day of destruction, both spring and fall, just under the must-go lights. Makes it that much better.
Again, that's next Saturday night, June 27th, 7 o'clock, go time here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Get your tickets and get them early, because this place will be packed. Langley-Speedway.com for your tickets while you're there. Check out the remaining 2026 events. We're going to carry you through all summer and fall long here at this exciting racetrack in season 76, as we're just getting started here, having some fun here. The Historic Bull Ring, that's right, the NASCAR Local Racing Series powered by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Again, race officials just trying to make sure everybody's in the correct order. We see the 73 race car in line. That's Ian Moyer, as well as the 21 race car of Beau Deschamps. And they see everybody getting buttoned up. The 52 of Danny Franklin is there as well. Again, 22 laps have been completed. 8 more remain to settle this one. This came out because of a problem here between a couple of front runners at Langley Speedway. We're talking about the number 2 of Ben Crum, and he and Haley Nelson getting together over in turns 1 and 2. And then that's what forced us to drop the red flag and stop the action. But we are almost ready to go here, getting everybody in order to make sure things are buttoned up. Alex Floroff trying to make things happen here in 2026. Floroff does have a victory here. Got one back on May the 2nd, so it would be his second if he can pull it off. And Adam, we are ready to go. Count us down.
Race fans, let's do it from 5, 5, 4. Green flag back in the air. We are ready to go. Floroff with a jump, and Herdline has one as well.
Back under the green flag and already having some issues there. It looks like the 73 Ian Moyer is driving and rolling away now. There you see the Ben Crum number 2 car trying to make some passes here at the rear of the field. One driver that did go, that was Alex Floroff. There you see the distance between first and second over himself and Tillman Hure. Or correction, he in the number 3 race car, that is indeed Mikey Chen. Car 17 leading this field with just 6 laps to go. It's all Alex Floroff, but here comes Mikey Chen. He's about 3 car lengths back, and we could have a good battle for the lead taking shape in turn 3.
And this is what we were talking about before the caution flag. It looked like the 3 was a little quicker. Now that the gap has shrunk, we can keep an eye on things. Again, we're still having some transponder issues with that number 3 machine. But it definitely looks like Chen is a tad bit quicker. We're inside 5 laps to go, and it's maybe not quite enough for Chen to make it happen. But right now, it looks to be in his favor. We'll see if anything happens over these next 5 laps. Right now, Alex Floroff just trying to hit his marks.
So Ben Crum, his good night certainly gets worse. He has brought that car into the grass area over in turn number 3. His night is done with 4 laps remaining. There's your race leader, car number 17. We're talking about car number 17, Alex Floroff, in command of this event. Counting them down here, it'll be just 3 laps to go if he can hold on and get things done here tonight. But here comes Mikey Chen. He's chopped it down to 2 car lengths as they exit turn number 2 to wind this one down. But you see a little bit of debris there on the back straightaway. But we are still green flag racing in these Portsmouth Army Navy Enduros. 2 laps remaining. It's Alex Floroff up front.
Floroff right now doing exactly what he needs to do, hit his marks and make life difficult for Mikey Chen. Mikey's just hoping for the slightest mistake so he can close up these 4 car lengths and maybe have a shot to give a hit to the back bumper of that 17 machine. But Floroff, he's got other ideas. He's going to take the white flag this time by, try to come back around and get his 2nd win of the season.
Alex Floroff, in command of this event, has a couple of lap cars just in front of him that are racing side by side. This could get dicey. Takes it back now to turns 3 and 4 for the final time. He'll go by the 52 of Danny Franklin. And for the 2nd time in 2026, Alex Floroff will win the Enduros presented by Portsmouth Army Navy. Alex Floroff gets it done here in an exciting race as we're watching the checker flag continue to fly as the rest of the drivers flash by that finish line to wrap it up here this evening in an exciting Enduro event. And again, we're going to have another exciting Enduro event coming up next Saturday night in our summer day of destruction. There's your race winner, car 17, Alex Floroff. Gets it done here tonight. And what about that tie between Tillman Hure and Zach Herdline? Tillman Hure finishes ahead of Zach Herdline, so he will take sole possession of the point standings lead.